Hello, I hope everybody's doing okay. Welcome back to From the Bottom Up to the Top. If you like this series so far and you're looking forward to the new season, which will begin on the next episode, then please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. It does us a world of good here on the channel, and we'd love to increase our subscribers up threefold in the coming weeks, especially as we head down towards FM23. More content coming on that as we progress through the year, of course. Today is all about the half of the season that we played with Farsley Celtic in this particular save, and a roundup of how we got on, and a look at the transfers. Can we make the team better for next season? Because next season we're going to be wanting to look to see if we can get out of this particular division and up into the Vanarama National League. Can we do it? It's all going to reveal itself in this episode. Welcome along. Hello and welcome to episode 7 of From the Bottom Up to the Top. My name's Mark, and on today's episode it is the review of the season just gone, the 21-22 season here in the Vanarama National League North, and a transfer special. Just to recap, we will go over this table with a fine tooth comb in a very short time, but we did finish 10th in the table, 60 points from 42 games, 16 games won, 12 drawn, 14 lost, 51 goals for, 45 goals against. Not a bad season all in all. We'll look at all the ins and outs of this particular table as we progress through our review of the season, and see whether we can actually bring in some players, and it's going to be tough, bring in some players that might set us up quite nicely for the coming season. It's all going to happen in this particular episode, but we start at the beginning with a review of the season just gone, 2021-22 season. And here we go. Look at this then for the start of our review and transfer special. Farsley can reflect on a job well done this season as they defied expectations and finished with a very credible campaign of work to their name. The Villagers were one of the competition's feel-good stories, defying expectations, mainly thanks to an impressive spell of form between January and February. And after climbing as high as 10th at their peak, they were able to celebrate a job well done. Let's look back over the highlights of a fantastic season for Farsley Celtic. And that's exactly what we will do. Incomings then to start, as always. Transfers in. Tom Allen, our top transferee. The centre-back coming in from Alpherton. 43 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists, a 7.16. And then Tobias Hales, he didn't get anything from the board reaction. I don't think it's anything to do with me, that's why. Tobias Hales Doherty, he came in from Walsall. He's a winger, 16 appearances, 2 from the bench, 6 goals, 2 assists, a 7-0-0. We'll quickly jump over the rest of them. Joe Agnon from Chorley, 48 appearances, pretty much ever present. 6.96 in goal. Lewis Turner coming from Scarborough Athletic, 38 appearances, 1 as a substitute, 1 goal, 6 assists, a 6.94. Ethan Vaughan came in on loan from Burnley, and we'll be trying to schmooze him, see if we can get him to come in. Played on that right side as our wing back, 46 appearances, 2 as a substitute, 3 goals and 3 assists, 6.92, a credible 6.92. David Nugent, he was a bit of a, how can I put it, panic buy. I think that's good use of the word panic there, Mark. Panic buy, a well-travelled striker, David Nugent. I think he was ex-West Ham. Is he ex-West Ham? Am I getting him muddled up with somebody else? No, he's not. I'm completely getting muddled up with somebody else. I think getting him muddled up with Martin Noble, who's just finished or will be finishing with West Ham this year. A bit of a traveller. Has played at Leicester in the Premier League. Played at Derby, Preston. Been a couple of 3 spells at Preston. Started out at Liverpool in his career, and then went via Tranmere, and then came to Farsley on a free because we panicked. It was free, but we panicked, basically. I've lost him now. Where's he gone? I've lost him. What have I done? Oh, average rating. Let's sort that out. That's better. He came in from Preston via Tranmere. I don't know. Made 1 appearance, 4 from the bench, scored only 1 goal, 6.90. Hayden Campbell, who was on loan. Who was he on loan from? Salford. He came in, 10 appearances, 3 from the bench, 1 assist, a 6.81. I'll quickly go through the others. Tom Sams from Leicester, Jerome Greaves, Stavros Tarapes, Will Longbottom, Luke Williams, Cameron Wilson, and Ben Charlton, who was the goalkeeper, coming in. So they were sort of like the blooms, really. I don't think it was anybody. They all made a mixture, but no biggies in there. Our transfers out. Carl Troneri went to Witton. He made 19 appearances for Witton, a 7.58. Jason Akito went to Stafford, made 2 appearances, a 7.10. Ollie Bro went to Ashton United, 11 appearances, 1 as a substitute, 6.96. And then there was Sam Walker went to Redditch, and Stephen Drench went to Altrincham, loans out. Sam Kelly, 7.46. Emily and Sam Drake, Stourbridge, 6.77. So that were the players in and out. How the season unfolded, we reached the 4th qualifying round. English FA Cup. Expectation was to reach the 4th qualifying round as a minimum. Our final position was 1st round. I presume that's 1st round proper, so that was quite good. Jimmy Spencer, top scorer with 3 goals. The board won't be judging, and teams weren't judging the team's performance in that competition. Knocked out in the 1st round proper by Stockport County. We went through Barwell, St Ives Town, Fylde we beat 1-0, and then Stockport County a 1-1 draw, and then 1-1 on the reverse, but lost on penalties, I'm presuming. That was a bit before my time, so there you go. The FA Trophy, the minimum expectation was 3rd round. We only reached the 2nd round, so the board not particularly happy about that, but okay. Knocked out by Southport on this occasion, 2-0. So that's our season as far as competitions. Our biggest win was against Gloucester City, a 4-0 win. In February. Goals from Spencer, 2 from him, Thompson own goal and a Hales Doherty goal, giving us that win. Match to remember was the 3-0 win against Guiseley, which was our first game ever with Farsley Celtic, and we won that one. Goals from Spencer, Cabea and Atkinson on that occasion against Guiseley, and Will Hayhurst getting a goal in the reverse fixture is our goal of the season. We'll have to move on to the next screen to see that, I think. Or can we do it from here? I think we can do it from here. I'm just going to make sure the speaker's off because we have been doing a bit of other stuff today. Hopefully we can see this. We have had a few problems just recently. Yeah, we can. So this was the goal from Will Hayhurst that is goal of the season. A lovely curled free kick in the game against Guiseley that we won 3-0. So having beaten them 3-0 at home, we beat them 3-0 away as well. Hayhurst, Allen and Clayton, the scorers on that occasion. Our club reputation's pretty much the same as it was, not changed. No new sponsorship deals. I won't go through the finances because nothing really has changed. Merchandise sales, 4.49 thousand, of which £449 is non-domestic sales. Top scoring shirts: Spencer, Nugent, Williams, Hayhurst, and Atkinson. 86 shirts sold. Not that many then. Everybody ought to be wearing, in Farsley, everybody ought to be wearing a shirt. The team of the season: Anyon in goal, Akito, Allen, Clayton, Vaughan. Our backline: Atkinson and Turner in front of them. In fact, Atkinson, Atkinson's right. Hayhurst, Campbell, and Doherty in attacking midfield with Spencer up front. Not bad at all. Accolades of the season: I didn't do anything. No awards for me. The club awards: Adam Clayton was the fans player of the year. Young player of the year: Ethan Vaughan. Tobias Hales Doherty was signing of the season. Will Hayhurst, goal of the season. We've already seen it. Jimmy Spencer was top goal scorer at 17 goals. He also got the most assists, of which he had 9. Most player of the match awards goes to Tom Allen, who got 5. Top average rating: Adam Clayton on 7.2. Yeah, and Chris Atkinson had the most passes completed out of 90, got 71. So well done to him. Competition awards, we didn't get any. Record breakers: Jimmy Spencer broke the record, 17 goals for goals scored in a season. That's most overall goals, most league goals, 14. So he got both those. Will Hayhurst, most goals in a match, 3. Most goals by a player in a league match, 3. Most assists by a player in a season: Jimmy Spencer, 9. Joe Anyon had 14 clean sheets. Tom Allen, 5 players of the match, we've already mentioned. Worst disciplinary record was David Sears. 13 yellow cards he managed to collect, but did a good job. Well done as well. Most league goals by a player is Jimmy Spencer, 49. He's broken that record, obviously, and will accumulate on that as well, hopefully. Jerome Greaves is the youngest player at 18 years. 18 years on 145 days. David Nugent was the oldest player on 36 years and 351 days. Jimmy Spencer, quickest goal time, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. The youngest goal scorer was Jerome Greaves, 18 years and 145 days. And the oldest goal scorer was David Nugent on 36 years, 251 days. So there we go. That's a roundup of our season. We always like to have a look at the final league table, but what I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to pause for a second and we're going to have a look at the table once the playoffs have finished. And so we're here, updated league table for you, because we have actually been through the process of the playoffs. And as you will see from this, Boston United are the team from the playoffs that have been promoted, along with York, up into the Vanarama National League for this season. But we like to have a bit of a deeper delve into this table, don't we? First of all, let's have a look at the home record. York running away with it, 144 points. York in their home season, losing 5 times. Darlington, Curzon, Ashton, Kettering, Hereford and Kidderminster in their title run. Boston, they didn't do quite so well, did they? About 10th, I think I worked that out, as of their home record. So they didn't get to the playoffs off of their home record. We finished, if that's 10th, 11th, 12th, about 13th at home. If it was just on the games at home, we would have finished 13th. 21 games played, 8 wins, 8 draws, 5 losses, 31 goals for, 19 against, so quite tight at home. In fact, there's quite a few teams on 18, but there's apart from the teams on 18, nobody else had. That's pretty much. Oh, sorry, tell a lie. Telford actually had 70, conceded only 17 at home, but that wasn't bad at home for a home record. As I say, goal difference of 12 at home. 32 points of our points, 60 points picked up at home, which means 28 away from home. We'll have a look at the away record then. Boston actually had the best away record, so that's how they got themselves up into the playoff spots. They only lost 3 games away from home against York, who eventually won the championship for there. Gateshead and Bradford Park Avenue, the only teams that they lost against. York actually ended up about 4th away from home, so again they didn't do too badly. And as you will see, 3, 6, 7. We were 8th away from home, 8th best team away from home. 21 games played, 8 wins, 4 draws, 9 games lost, 24-26 against a deficit of 6 goals, and as I prophesied, 28 points away from home. So all in all, quite good. Guiseley having the worst away record of the division, Boston having the best, and as I said, York, the eventual champions, were the 4th best. That's the away record. First half of the season, we were way down here. We know all about that because I didn't take over. We finished down in 20th place. 21 games played, 5 wins, 6 draws, 10 losses, 19-4, 25 against, -6, 21 points only at that point in the season. Chorley had the best first half of the season, 39 points they picked up off of 21 games, only lost 4 times, and a plus goal difference of 14, the best in the league. York, who eventual winners, were the 2nd best at the first half of the season. Boston way down here, 3, 6, 9th, I think it is. Second half of the season, well, as you'll see, we're a lot better up the table. Curzon Ashton having a real bin of a second half of the season, but Boston having a better, which again, as I've already said, is why they got up to where they did. In fact, first half of the season, they were down there, as we say. So they did have a good second half of the season, got themselves up there. And if it had just been on the second half of the season, they would have actually won, only lost 4 times, 18 goal difference, 45 points they accumulated in the second half of the season. We accumulated 39, won 11, drew 6, and only lost 4. Fantastic. 32-4, 20 against. So a lot better in the second half of the season. And we finished up in incredible 6th for the second half of the season. So well done, team. The combined we already know about, finished 10th, just down here, but in a plus goal difference. So I'm happy with that. The last 5 games, our run-in, Spennymoor had the best run-in, didn't lose any games in that run-in. Only gave away 2 goals as well, 15 points they picked up off of the last 5 games, maximum points. Boston, of course, having that good run in as well, only not losing, but winning 4, drawing 1, 13 points. Bradford Park Avenue winning 4, winning 4, losing 1, 12 points, and we had quite a good run in as well. We didn't lose, 3 wins, 2 draws, 11 points, as well as Gateshead. And as you'll see, Curzon Ashton having that real bin of a run in, not winning, losing 3, drawing 2. That pretty much assigned them to I don't know where they're going, to regional leagues for next season, and we'll see if they come up. How does everything match up to the media predictions? Well, as you'll see, York were expected to finish 5th, finished 1st. Spennymoor were 2nd, expected to finish 4th. Boston expected to finish 2nd and were 3rd. Fylde were expected to win the division, but only finished 4th. And then I'll let you read your favourite teams till we get down to 10th. We are expected to finish 19th and actually finished 10th, well above expectations. Bradford Park Avenue expected to be relegated, I think. Not quite. They finished 13th. Leamington Spa were expected to finish 22nd, actually finished 21st in the end. So they were about bob on for them. So that is the league tables. That's how everything ended. Quick look at transfers, because we are on June the 1st. If you look at the top of the screen, you'll see there's some activity going on. I'm not going to look at that. Coming in so far, the only player coming in is just signed for us. He's injured, which is not good. He's been on loan with us, comes in from Leicester It's Harvey Godsmack Ford. Godsmark Ford. Get that right. He's a 4-star current ability. Potential for a 4 to 5-star. He's no nonsense fullback, but can also play in central defence as well, which is probably where we'll be using him more often than not in that central role. So that's what we're looking forward to. 17 years of age, so he's got a long way to come, and let's hope he can do the business for us. £475 a week he's on, so looking to do some improvement there. That's the only incoming at the moment. Going out, Will Longbottom. He's gone on a free to Hendon. He wasn't happy. He wanted to go out. He's gone out on that free. So we say goodbye to Will and wish him all the best. Right, it's time to jump forward then to the 1st of July for our next bit of transfer roundup. And you come back on the 1st or 2nd July, to be fair. Not a lot happening. Nobody going out. As you'll see, Will Longbottom still the last person going out. Thomas Carter is the only other player that has come in. We'll have a look at him in just a second. He's come in, on a free transfer. We are struggling for finances. As you'll see, we are overspent on our wages, which is causing us utmost problems. So we might have to ship a few players before we can do anything. We're definitely doing a bit of jiggling and jangling around. We've got a couple of irons in the fire. We're desperately trying to bring in Ethan Vaughan, as you'll see, on a free transfer, £180 per week. Don't know that's going to be enough to bring him in. Let's have a look at the ins. Yeah, Ethan Vaughan. Matt Sargent is going to come in on loan from Salford. We've tried to get him. He is a ball-winning midfielder, can play in central midfield. Also can play up in the attacking midfield role, though it doesn't show it on there. We've had a loan offer, or made a loan offer for Shay Cooper from Colchester. I think he might be quite useful. And as you'll see, there's a number of contracts that have been written down. Kamiri Simon Sawyer, he's not interested. Sam Drake on trial, wasn't interested. With loads of players been released that wouldn't come in on a trial with us even. So we really are struggling. Let's have a look at Thomas Carter. He's a 19-year-old goalkeeper because Anyon has said that he is going to leave, but he does stack up quite well, even though he's 19. Exciting young prospect. Currently 3-star, has the potential to be a 4/5-star abilities. Ex-West Bromwich in his career. Started out at West Brom, Milton Keynes, Dons, Southam, Hibernian, Charleston, and as you'll see, he's now here at Farsley Celtic with us. So he will be potentially to replace Anyon. That's what I was trying to say. So that's how we go. We have actually moved over on to the next season. I can tell you that Sam Kelly has gone out on a free to Dulwich Hamlet. Sam Kelly, who was a backup goalkeeper, obviously having bring in Carter, we won't need him. So Dulwich Hamlet wanted him, so we've shipped him off. Saves us £250 there or thereabouts, £250 in wages. Right, it's a quick skip to the 1st of August, and fingers crossed things have sorted themselves out as far as transfers are concerned. And here we go, our final bit of the episode where we have a look. We're pretty much up to date. If we have a look at the schedule, the schedule as you will see that we've played most of our pre-season. We've got one game against Banbury to go. I won't go into great details of these, but it's been a reasonable thing. You'll see some names up here. Ignore them for the minute. But our opening Vanarama National League North games against Chorley and Kettering away from home on the first day. Kettering immediately afterwards. That'll be our opening episode on Thursday, and we finish up against Stalybridge Celtic at the end of the season with Kings Lynn. We'll have a look at the teams that are joining us in just a moment. But it's transfers that we're interested in. As you will see, we've still got some irons in the fire. Joseph Ferguson is the defender. We've a wing back. We're hoping to bring him in. And Jacob Grattan, who has had a fantastic preseason. 2 hat-tricks he scored in a couple of games. He is an attacking midfielder, can play right or left, can also play up front as a striker. With fingers crossed that we can bring him in, as you'll see from that screen, can play anywhere around and about. Has a fair amount of pace, and yeah, he's not had a bad start. He's 20 years old, potential 3.5. Potential for, sorry, he is currently 3.5. He's got potential to be 4.5/5. So his expectations are high. There, David Nugent, as you will see, we are trying to offload him. Boston looks like he's likely escape because he's £525 of wages. We need to free up the wages to bring in these players, and if we don't, we won't be able to bring them in. What's been going on then? We have brought in as Matt Sargent. We did mention him, I think, on the last episode. He's coming on loan from Salford. We won't go over him again. Tyler Denton, he is our left-sided midfielder. Sorry, left-sided wing back defence. He is currently a 3.5 star. Has got the potential to be a 4-star wing back, stroke fullback. He's okay. So that gives us a bit of oomph on that side. Jackson Smith, you won't like this. He's another goalkeeper. We watched a trial game, and he was absolutely sublime in that trial game. He is a 4-star. He's better than Carter. Carter will be our backup goalkeeper. I think probably he is 4-star current ability, 4/5-star potential ability, and yeah, he's League 1, League 2, League 1 potential. So he's here probably for the long term. That's Jackson Smith. Marcus Wood, he's been in and out trials with us. He's been probably with us for a long time trial wise, and we've not really done anything with him, but he's been playing extremely well, so we've brought him in. He's 24 years old. He's a 2.5-star current ability, potential for 4-star ability, so hopefully he will pick up on that. He's not fantastic, but he just gives us that little bit extra in midfield. So that's where we are. As I said, we have still got a couple of irons in the fire, and the only person going out here goes to Mestrom. Reese Westcar, he's gone out on a freebie. So that's where we are. Irons in the fire, as I say. So these two, I love to bring in Jacob Grattan and Joseph Ferguson. Let's keep our fingers crossed for those. As you'll see, we are a little bit overspent on wages, but hopefully that will reside itself if Nugent goes out in due course. I did say that we would have a quick look. What were we going to have a look at? Oh, yes, the teams coming in. So let's go to the Vanarama National League North. This is how the teams look for this coming season. I have my sheet here. If you just pardon me looking down to my left here. Incomings. Coming down from the Vanarama National League North were Kings Lynn, Redditch. Kings Lynn were the only side coming down. There's only one side come down because it was a bit unbalanced, and they've now sorted it out. So it's 24 teams in each division. So only one coming down. That was Kings Lynn. Promoted up into this one. One went down, 4 came up, and coming up were Warrington, Stalybridge Celtic, Redditch, and Nuneaton Borough. They're the teams coming up. So they're the new teams in here for this coming season. As we said, Farsley Celtic will be playing Chorley in the first game of the season. I think that's pretty much the roundup. The only thing left to do is the season preview. Do we have any players in the team? No, is pretty much the answer to that. We don't. I was hoping that we might have had some players in here, but we haven't in the Media Dream 11. Do we have any players in this? We do. Jackson Smith, Jimmy Spencer, just two players, key players in the others list, as it were. Expectations for this season, they're expecting us to finish 10th, 16-1 to finish 10th, or is that 16-1 to actually be promoted? I think that's the case. Filed or evens favourites for winning the league. Kings Lynn 7-2 to go back up. Gateshead second favourites at 2-1. And expecting to go down are Warrington, Nuneaton Borough and Redditch all come up, of course. Stalybridge Celtic and Leamington Spa appear to be in the mix again as well. So really, we've got to achieve higher than 10th this season to beat the media expectations. That's where it is at. I think that's pretty much it for now. Just one other thing I would like to do is if we can go back to the league table, because I think this is quite key. We'll go back to the end of the previous season. Just to say, when we took over on Boxing Day, we were bottom of the table, 22nd. We'd played 17 games. We had won 2 games. We finished the season having won 18 games. So we won another 16 times in that second half of the season. We drawn 5 games. And in the end, we only drew, looking at the right bit here, we drew 12 in the end. Sorry, 16. I'm looking at the wrong line, aren't I? So we won 16. So we won another 14 times. We drew 12 games. And when I joined, we'd lost 5 games. So we lost another 9 games. We'd scored 8 goals for, ended up scoring 51 for. We'd had conceded 21 goals. And in the end only conceded 45, so we only conceded another 24 goals, which was excellent, and turned a -13 into a +6 goal difference. 11 points when I joined, 60 points when we finished. So all in all, that wasn't bad going. Right, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all the future episodes of this particular series and any new series as they are released. New episodes of Bottom to the Top are currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15. I do apologise that this is late. It was due out on Monday. We had a few problems that I had to sort out this morning, which delayed me recording this. But I will put it out on Tuesday, which means Tuesday's Tottenham Hotspur will go out on Wednesday, and then we should be back to normal on Thursday. And if you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel so you know when things are delayed, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the next episode. It'll be episode 8. It's out on Thursday and features our first 2 games for the second season in the Vanarama National League North. Let's hope we can get off to a good start and have a credible season. Till next time, goodbye.